battery.
Thank you so much, John. It's good to be here today. Thanks for having us. Gabriella von Ille from Leafer Communications. We've been working on marketing for Vanitech and specifically for the Energy Storage Committee for the last 5 years, 6 years now. And in the past, as John said, we have always referred to this battery as the VRFB, the Vanadium Redox Flow Battery. But we have gone through a couple of months now, discussing an updated name. And with that, we also thought that we would give this battery a look and feel and an icon. And so we're going to start and kick off this presentation by showing a video, which will hopefully explain it all. And then we'll go into a little bit more detail about marketing activities in this icon. Please, John.
Yeah, and real quick, if anyone who's attending today would like to ask any questions, there is a Q&A where you can write in questions. To the extent we have time, we'll get to those during each section. If not, we'll follow up in writing during the webinar or afterwards if needed. So here we go.
A new era of energy storage is here, unlocking a sustainable future. The Vanadium Flow Battery, from capturing energy to capturing attention, with a powerful new icon. A symbol representing recyclability, reusability, longevity, low carbon footprints, and a unified industry. Vanadium Flow batteries are trusted for their unmatched durability and scalability, and as a 50-plus year asset, are suitable for a wide range of applications, from small commercial buildings to large-scale grid integration. Vanadium flow battery deployments are growing, predicted to experience a 22-fold increase. And due to vanadium's role in clean energy technologies, the World Bank predicts a near 200% increase in vanadium demand by 2050. The use of this icon is an assurance of quality and of a commitment to the vanadium industry and our sustainable future. Visit our website for an interactive map of existing installations, fact sheets and animations, press releases, research papers, and more. Let's build a cleaner world, one powerful battery at a time.
Thank you, John. So this vanadium flow battery icon, as you saw in the video, will represent a symbol of recyclability, reusability, long life, and low carbon footprint. And it will serve as a visual asset of a unified industry and act as an external validation and be a symbol for objective and neutral information about the battery. So what we are going to do is we're going to encourage everyone that's active in the industry in various ways to adapt and use this icon, whether it's on your website, in your brochures, on social media. And once you're starting to use it, we will then also add your logo onto the Vanadium Flow Battery web page so that you can really show that you're a part of this initiative. The logo or the icon acts as a secondary logo, so it doesn't or shouldn't absolutely not compete with yours in any way, but rather it should add value and direct a visitor where they can find further information about the battery. And at the same time, it will show your commitment to the development of the vanadium industry and specifically to the market growth of the vanadium battery. What you have here is some screenshots of this web page that I talk about, but this is this information hub is maybe a better name than just a web page. So you will find all information possible about the battery here. You will find this video. You will find kind of the basic information about the battery. You will have this interactive map and also a link that will direct you to that, and also a chance to register your project on there. There will also be a form where you can register and say, I am active in this space. I want to be part of using this icon. And you fill in a form, and with that, you will then get access to the visual identity and to this icon. And so you can then distribute it on your marketing materials. You will also see how we are talking about the linkage between the various UN's SDG goals and the battery, and how it's developing. And you will find a full library of marketing materials that is there for you to use. You will find fact sheets, there are press releases, blog posts, thought leadership pieces, there are research papers, and there are more of these type of animations. And what we're hoping is that this serves for a library for you to direct visitors to your company who want to learn more about this battery, whether it's investors, analysts, journalists, any stakeholders, really. This should serve as an information hub. And the way that you can use the icon is to add it on your page that then links directly to this. John, I will say we will send out the direct link for you after the webinar. I will also continue promoting it on social media, so we'll continue seeing it. While I have your attention, I want to also talk a little bit more broadly about our marketing activities and what we've been busy with this year. You will see on the screen our 2024 marketing objectives, specifically for the Energy Storage Committee. There are 4 of them. It's to promote vanadium flow battery projects and installations across various communication channels. It's about continuing to promote the vanadium flow battery as a key enabler to wider renewable energy adoption. It's about promoting vanadium as essential in supporting decarbonized global energy supply. And lastly, it's about emphasizing the qualities of the batteries, long life, long duration nature of the vanadium flow battery. So the way that we have carried it out this year, John, next slide here, is we work both with Energy Storage Committee and the Market Development Committee that Sam presented earlier. And we have done an overall 2024 marketing campaign, which is called Green Vanadium. And these are linking to various quarterly key messages, which are in itself linked to the various UN SDG goals. And as we'll see, the main ones for this year, focusing on the battery, is SDG 7 and 13. So you will see most of the activities around promoting the battery in Q1 and Q4. But of course, we also continuously share news about the battery, new installations, new projects coming live, big news on our social media channels. John, next slide, please. However, what you can see here is Q1. So this time we focus on the SDG 7, which is the affordable and clean energy for all. And the key message here is that the vanadium flow batteries are reliable, sustainable, and modern energy storage technology, and are a key enabler towards increased renewable energy adoption. Then, of course, we'll break these key messages down, and we distribute this key message in various ways through our content themes. And the content themes that we had in Q1 was vanadium's role in helping to achieve global decarbonization targets. It was about the role of vanadium flow batteries in supporting the wide-scale deployment of renewable energy generation. And finally, the role of vanadium flow batteries in integrating renewables into power systems. And on the coming slides here, you see some of the examples of the materials that we have produced for the Energy Storage Committee. And this is exactly the type of material that you will then find on the vanadium flow battery page. And I think, John, if time allows, I think we should also play this.
From innovation to impact, vanadium flow batteries propel decarbonization and pave the way to net zero emissions. Vanadium flow batteries are a key enabler towards increased renewable energy adoption. They can store excess energy produced from renewable sources like solar and wind, and release it when demand is high or when renewable generation is low. This supports the wide-scale deployment of renewable energy generation and integration of renewables into power systems. These batteries can store large amounts of energy for long periods of time each day, and their electrolyte can be cycled frequently because it does not degrade. These factors provide the necessary step change in decarbonisation and the flexibility required for net zero power systems. Vanadium flow batteries have also been attracting interest from governments, utilities, and independent power producers, while vanadium has been classified as a critical mineral by several countries around the globe. On the back of increased demand for energy storage, forecasts show that annual global deployments of vanadium flow batteries are expected to grow 22-fold by 2031. This represents a significant compound annual growth rate of 41%. In 2022, the deployment of vanadium in energy storage applications became the second largest sector of vanadium demand for the first time in history. This is a 72% year-on-year increase. While China accounted for 87% of the total 2022 consumption in vanadium flow batteries, consumption outside of China increased to 300% of 2021 levels. This demonstrates that vanadium flow batteries are already supporting global net zero carbon emission ambitions.
Thank you. But we're not only producing videos and animations, we're also producing fact sheets, press releases, and so on. And what you're seeing here is one of the fact sheets produced this year. Breaking it down, this is also something you can find on our website and on the webpage. And I really encourage you that if you find a need for it, a use for it, please do use it in your own marketing materials. The wider it spreads, the wider the message will spread. And John, we can show and talk a little bit about the social media. I mentioned we have some content themes that we work with. So you will just see how we then can unpack these various content themes into different topics and posts. And John, on the next slide, we can see some tangible examples of how that looks like. If you're not already following Vanitec on social media, please do. John, perhaps we can just, again, include the links to our social media handles in the follow-up email too, to make sure that everybody's following us. And please, again, share it, reshare it, tweet it, all these great things, comment on it, engage and like it, please. And last slide that we have here is to show some other examples, but just want to use on the right side here, we have something we call news flash. So when there are company news, important updates from various companies within the industry, we want to share that and we want to do it. So if you have any upcoming news, please also feel free to contact us and we will make sure to share it. That was the presentation from LIFA today. Yeah. We're very excited about the icon and the use of it. And thank you very much for dialing in and listening to us today.
Great. Thank you, Gabriella. We did have one question in the Q&A, which I think has been answered by Terry a bit. But Ben, could you give a fuller response in terms of what the map itself shows?
Sure. The map on the Vanitec website shows it's more of a visual priority. So there isn't a way to view the sum of the vanadium flow battery installation power specifications or energy specifications. But what you can do is use the map as a visual guide. And it's just a matter of prioritizing the information. Is the map was to convey like the geographical distribution of the vanadium flow batteries production and processing facilities. But that's something a good point to add in.
And we would be happy to share this underlying spreadsheets that we have. We are constantly updating them. So if you send us an email, we can share our everything we have for now. So all of it is meant to be public and disseminated.
Great. Are there any other Q&A for Gabriella? Again, we're very excited about the new visual identity. Hope that you will check out the new web page and use it yourselves. Again, it's not meant to compete with your own logos, but to be complementary. So thank you, Gabriella.
Thank you.
All right, we're now going to turn it over to